Hi, everybody. It's so good to be back. I have a lot of comments that talk to me. Oh, okay, fine. For all you newbies, I'm so happy you found my channel. Guaranteed it's fucking timely in your life. I'm humbled by your presence. I'm Nicole Coleman, your HEYOKA spiritual bodyguard, actually, is what they're calling me now. This is a message in a bottle, which means the downloads that I receive about what to talk about lure the people in that it would feed and save their psyche. They're starving for it, and I feel so blessed that so many of you have written exactly that to me. Thank you again. I want to talk about fear. Fear is always something that we think is going to happen or perceive is going to happen in the future. Fear is always something that doesn't exist right now. It's just something that we believe or we think, we're scared, we perceive that it's going to happen in the future. If you truly got that energetically, you would be able to escape being locked in that fear. Because if you get what it is that I'm saying, you would understand, and the energy of fear wouldn't have a chokehold on you right now. The only reason that you're scared of something that might happen or believe that can happen or perceive that it can happen is because the energy is choking you. But if you understand that intellectually and energetically, that fear doesn't exist right now at all. And if you get that, you'll be in this place of neutrality where you can just look and eagerly anticipate for a creative solution. And people who are used to problem solving by solution solving, like I had a guy I reached out to for business. I thought he'd be really knowledgeable. And I said, okay, so how does this and this happen, this? And he says, well, the problem is, and I'm like, scrap the problem. I know what the problem is. I need the solution. And I said, how about this and this? He goes, well, the problem is, I said, you know what? I gotta go. Because if you focus on what the problem is, you cannot focus on what the solution is, because your focus goes in just one way. It doesn't split and get a clear picture. I mean, you're cross-eyed and yeah, you can see a bit of each, but no, that's why multitasking is for shit. Like, you don't want to be 50% here, 40% here, 30% here. And especially when someone's talking to you, where it's so important for your whole being to be there. I have to tell you, I had a client and he has said to me, I get a lot of beautiful gifts and things and what people say, but the energy of which it flowed from his lips, and when he looked at me at the end and he said, I appreciate you. And he took forever to say that. I'm telling you, I was floating around the room. It was amazing. So forget the multitasking. If you need to do from work, I understand, but get back into focus. When you're in a creative solution fix mode, you'll search for optimistic reasons as to why this is happening. And your brain will ask you, I wonder why this is happening. Like, is something else going to happen that's along with it, that I need to do this in order to get this? Like, I wonder how this is going to serve me. So many times there's been a bill mix up or this, or the bank charged me extra, and I didn't bitch and complain. I called and I said, hey, you charged me extra. Well, the day that I called, they put a hike on their credit card, like 24 hours, that I only got because I had that kind of, call it openness, call it inviting. It was an invitation to let's share and see why this happened, to fucking bring me there. And I was able to increase my credit card by a lot, which was really necessary. If I would have come and said, listen, you fucking charged me extra, take that off right away. What the hell, blah, 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 blah. Do you think that him and I would just casually talk, and then he would casually say, oh, I don't know, do you know that there's a credit hike? You're entitled to this. I happen to be looking now because I was such a pleasing demeanor with him. That's why, things like this always happen. Sometimes someone will get a bad order and maybe they're late delivering, especially through COVID. I took on a part-time job to help deliver some food during COVID when I couldn't go see my people. And one guy called and complained, and my boss said, hang up. He's bitching, he's swearing, he's doing all this. I'm like, he's in pain. Of course, they don't know who they're dealing with, right? So I get on the phone, and because everyone tried to talk to him, all he did was mimic them and say, fuck this, fuck this. He's just being Nancy. And so I said, hey, and he goes, hey. I said, do you want me to solve your problem? Because if your head is so far up your ass like this, I can't solve your problem now. I know that sounds crass. They let me say what I wanted. I'm not advising you do, but I think he felt the sincerity. I said, because I want to help you. And then he says, my delivery didn't come on time. What's going on? It was sent to another address, blah, 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 blah. And I had him on hold, and I asked everybody, I said, is this man waiting for delivery that our fault sent to some other location? And they confirmed yes. I said, heads will roll now. He heard me take his side. I said, listen, I know that you're feeling very edgy, and I can tell by your voice, your blood sugar levels have dropped, and you've been waiting now an hour and a half. He goes, wait, how did you know I had a blood sugar issue? He was in pain because people who have blood sugar issues, they have to get angry or they get weak. So anger spurs on energy. And so to wrap up the whole story, at the end, he wanted to know my location because he started asking me my age and where I am and because he wanted to take me on a date. And of course, after I declined nicely, he just wanted to send me roses. So he wanted to know the location I wasn't able to give to him. And so all I'm saying to you is, I said to him before I hung up, I said, next time you get really, really upset, because you see, we ended up sending the order to his right place, no charge. I said, you didn't have to pay this $38.37. The next time you get upset, ask yourself, what is my gain here? How is this so going to serve my ass? How is this so going to serve me? And so when you're unlocked from fear, you're more like a child, like, oh, Tommy didn't come out to play. Oh, I'll go over here. Oh, look, I see another friend. It's very innocent as you tiptoe through creative solutions and wanderings and adventures. I promise you that it will always be for a great reason, because there is no devastation. I say that with a heavy heart, because believe me, I had one 2 years ago. There is no devastation, there is no disappointment, and there is no disaster that will not lead you to the best blessing you ever had. It's not about, oh, I'm so glad I got rid of him, or I'm so glad the abuse stopped, or whatever, I'm so glad. But it's about who you met. It's about what you decided to start. It's about what you figured out that released a whole kettle of shit. Every disaster, the three triple D threat, are blessings. Disaster, disappointment, and what was the other one? Disappointment, disaster, there was a third one. I don't remember. But whenever you have any of those three, just coast and just be eager to see the gold you're about to receive. I promise you with my life, it is waiting for you. And it is unlike anything. Just rough it out. Come to me if you need me, NicoleColeman.com. I will help you rough it out in a very funny way and help your energies balance so that the death of this energy can be unlike a hard detox. You know, when you detox too fast, too soon, the parasites that die in your body that need to be sloughed off, that's why you have the flu effect. That's why you feel weak. If you do it properly, you don't. Moving on. You know, my mom always said, when I was really sad about a boy or something, she said, Aolam Gadol, which means the world is so big. You don't know what can happen. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what can happen. So I say this to you now, no matter what you're going through, the world is big. You don't know what can happen. One time I was standing in line, and it was like a huge line, and all I had was like one little thing, and the guy behind me, he got really agitated because someone couldn't find their change in front of us or whatever, and I was next. And he had a lot of stuff. He kept looking at his watch, and he started pacing this way. Like the line is this way, and he's pacing. And I'm like, he's pacing, he's so upset, he's getting more and more. There's fumes coming out of his ears, of his ass. He's like fucking exploding. He's pacing, he's seeing these fumes, right? And I'm like, I'm going to turn around and tell him that he can go right now. Like you can just see he was like so exasperated. And after I thought that, and I took a deep breath and I had a big smile and I turned, he's like, fuck it! And he just left. Do you not think that that's what happens in life all the time with you? When you're about to lose it and you lose it? Do you not think that something is about to be given to you? Keep that in mind next time. It's very, very important. And so when my mom would say, this is life is big, it means anything can happen, but not in the energy of fear that your mind will say to you, because you won't feel that. You need to declare, when you are in that open space energy running like a child, how is this gonna fucking serve me? I don't fucking see it. I don't even shitty care. Oh my God, this is so going, declare it. That's what I do. This is so gonna fucking serve me. And believe me, it's hard. It's hard. My phone broke the other day. I spent the whole day getting a new phone, selecting, updating this and this and that. But something else happened special that day, because I got a new tablet and I got a gift certificate for like the latest earpod thingies. Like, I'm just telling you, it's sacred. Just ask, how is this going to serve me? And just go. Go blindly with love. Bye for now.